Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're taking a look at Monster Energy Supercross 5 and my thoughts. Is it trash? Is it a pass? Pass meaning it's a good game, you should buy it. Trash meaning obviously don't do it at your own risk because it's not that good. So first impressions, I really do like the menus. I played a little bit of this game, as you can see in the top right corner, level 30, which I don't think is that much. I've done 2 of the 250 career mode. That's all that I've done really, and I played around with some of the track editor and stuff like that. So I'm going to try to keep this video really quick and give you my thoughts on it. As you know, in the past, I haven't. Supercross 3 is like the last game that I give a pass to. The MXGP series is gone completely trash. The Supercross 4 I gave it trash. I gave it kind of a trash for a pass. It's kind of blah blah blah, you know. And then what was it? MotoGP and Ride 2, I gave them both trashes. I mean, not passes, they're trash. So I was pretty excited about this one. One thing I do like about this game, I love the menus. I like the new interface here, the new menu screens. I like it when you're paused in the game menu. There's more in this game that I do like, I think, than past games. It does have split screen, which is pretty cool. You can free ride any track. If you select free roam, you can pick your bike, and you can free ride on any track in the entire game, which I think is super cool, and I think it should have been in games prior to this. You can completely free ride Daytona, any track you want. You got 3 milestone tracks. This is kind of like the futures that you do, the amateur races you do in career mode. And I haven't been to the compound yet. I haven't checked it out. But I've rode every track in the game on a 250, and I've only rode Houston 1 on a 450. So that's actually a lie. I think I rode Arlington in time trial, Arlington 1 or 2 in time trial, which is what we're going to get to here. So I give them an A+ on some of the features they've got in this. They also have the helmet editor, so you can customize your own helmets. As you see here, I've already went ahead and customized myself a Red Bull with my last name on the helmet. This is something I talked about that should have been in Supercross 3 because they did it in one of the MotoGP games, and I thought that this should be here. Now, I don't think you can make your own your own emblem, like how I have the Red Bull here. This is a mod. This is for PC only. Pay 2021. I might link him in the description. He's on Facebook. He makes a bunch of mods for all these games, and so that's how that's in there. So unfortunately, I don't think that you can make your own actual custom logo, but you can go to most downloaded, and people have some stupid stuff here if you load it up. But so yeah, that's something cool that I do give them a plus on. I do like that. The rider stuff is awesome as well. I like that. Let's not say awesome. We'll say it's better. It's better. Love the new interface. I give them 5 stars on how you can get around the game, and especially on the free roaming and the split screen. I'm not going to be doing split screen, but you know, back when Supercross 1 come out, that would have been cool because, you know, I had people around that we could have played that with. But if you do have that, if you're a younger player, you might have your friends over, whatever. I think it's pretty cool. Online, I've only raced 1 online track. Online seems to be some glitchy error stuff. So let's jump right in here to a time trial. I'm going to do Arlington, and if you guys want to see Atlanta or something, go right ahead, you know, let me know. But we're going to do Arlington. I think it's Arlington. Here's a quick look at the tracks. I think it's Arlington 1. Is this correct? Let me see here. I think this is correct. We're going to be running a 2-stroke Suzuki, I'm pretty sure. And I do like this. This is your new rider look. I think this is cool. You get a good look at the rider gear and the bike and stuff. Eli Tomac's #1. This is the past season. I've seen a lot of people complain that this was last year's riders season, but that's how they do it every year. They're a year behind, so I don't see why people are complaining about that much. So I give them an okay on, you know, most of the stuff so far before you get into gameplay. So you got your bike set, you got your session information, you got your bike setup, which is pretty standard to Supercross 3. Supercross 4, they kind of did a little bit differently. But here are the camera views. You got your standard, which is your standard third-person view. Then you got your next third-person view, which is right here, which is what I usually play in just when I'm dicking around. You can still cut tracks, like right there. There's an awesome cut line. Then we got our regular first-person view here, which is pretty good. And then we got this view right here, which is to me, the bee's knees of the game. This is the best first-person camera we've ever had in any Milestone game. I think this camera really works very, very well. It shows you the bike when you're going in the corner, and I feel like, and the one thing I think is really cool about this, it doesn't seem like you get a speed boost as much from going to first person to from third person. It seems like you run about the same in either category or any camera that you go to here. So yeah, you know, I think it works really well. Definitely my favorite of the series in first camera. See how you just see the whole bike and the whole camera and it stays in the frame? That is what I love. Cut lines are all over the place on all of these tracks. So, you know, somebody's going to figure these out and they're going to run some sick times. Which some guys are really fast. We're going to go back to third person after this lap here. Obviously, I just jinked that line. Sorry about the bad gameplay. Because usually when I'm talking, I don't play as well. And I know last time I did a review, everybody's like, oh, when I did GP or MotoGP 2021, everybody's like, oh my God, bro, you shouldn't be playing. When I'm talking and I'm doing a review, it is a little harder to focus on racing. When I first played this game, when I first got it, I did one race and I did a video. And I might upload that, but it was so bad. This game feels, it doesn't look that much different when you're watching it. It doesn't look that much different from the third person view, but I'm telling you guys, it plays much different. It is much more difficult than Supercross 4, and it does have a little bit of a learning curve. I've gotten a little better, and let me tell you, once you get off the 250s, which this is a 250, but this is considered a 4-stroke because it's a 2-stroke bike and it's in the 450 division, so it has a lot more power. But when you're getting off the actual 250s, when you're done with the career mode and you're going up to 450, so much better. The 250s are rough, let me tell you that. I did two seasons, West and East, and they are very difficult. Gameplay in this game is okay. I think they definitely went down in gameplay wise. I think Supercross 3 was the last good Supercross game for physics. The whip is kind of the same whip we've had since Supercross 3, but I think it was still better in Supercross 3. In-air physics look jank. I don't know what they tried to do with the rider moving on the bike, but he kind of moves weird on the bike, I think. There's a little bit of frame droppage. I think maybe I have it set to the highest settings on everything, and this game has a little bit of frame droppage, and that's usually normal for PC for the first month or so. Then they usually tweak it a little bit, and then you're running good. But yeah, AI in this game is super fast, but they are also super slow. What I mean by that is they run fast on certain parts of the track every lap. They're super slow on lap 1, no matter what difficulty you're on. But they get faster as the race goes on. Then they kind of slow down towards the end of the race. They're difficult because they don't give a shit where anybody is. They will run your bitch ass over at any point and don't give no fucks about it. And if you try to run them off the track, more than likely you are getting fucked up instead of them getting fucked up. Tough blocks are a bitch. When you run into them, you die instantly, especially if you land on them. Just like barely clip one, you fucking die. This game is not the best. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not a big fan of this game as I thought I wanted to be. Am I gonna play it? I probably will. I've learned it a little bit. It does play different. It is a lot different than Supercross 4 as in physics-wise. Not really much look-wise. Going to the looks, somehow I think this game manages to look worse than any of the other Supercross games. The terrain is absolute dog shit. I hate how it looks. It looks like absolute shit. Atlanta looks like baby poop. It doesn't even look like dirt. I don't even know what to. It looks terrible. I don't even like dirt here in Arlington. It just doesn't look like Arlington dirt. It looks weird as fuck, and I don't like it. There is no more boost. Like, there's a little bit of a boost when you do that, but they kind of tone that down. They toned the wheelie jump down when you lean back. It's not nearly as aggressive as it used to be. So that's kind of cool, but it also fucks with you when you use it all the time, and now you just, a lot of the times you just get fucked up. It sends you off the bike. I do not like how on this track's not as bad, but some of the other tracks are really bad about it. You have like a gravity down pull when you're jumping. You don't get a lot of air, it seems like. Even if you're going really fast, you don't get a lot of air. And one thing I don't like about it is, like right there, it happened a little bit. It doesn't happen on the 450 bikes as much as the 250, but it like tries to determine your momentum. Like right there, it tried to determine my momentum and sent me further than how fast I was actually going. I don't really know how to describe that, but like that right there, that's not a normal line you can hit simple, because the game kind of has to allow you. Like right there, it gave me a boost over that when I barely give the throttle. The game determines your own momentum off of, I'm not sure what exactly, but it's weird. Like right there, it did it a little bit right there, and it doesn't do it as much when you do the whips. It did do it more there than normal, but it really tries to do, see how it gave me a boost right there? I don't like that. I like to be able to determine my momentum off of the speed that I'm going before I get to the ramp. Like if I let off the throttle here, then obviously I shouldn't go very far. But if I'm on the gas, I feel like I should go as fast as my speed and my actual momentum is. I shouldn't get an automatic boost off the jump because of the game thinks I'm going at the right amount of speed for a boost in that rhythm section. And this game is very bad about that. And it is so weird. You can overshoot corners on certain tracks so easily because it does this. So yeah, I'm not a big fan of that. And it does give this game downfall. Turning is absolute dog shit, let's be honest. It doesn't feel that great. You never feel like you're going fast in this game because of that down pull and the weird momentum when it fucking decides it's gonna boost you. Like right there, it just gave me a boost for no reason. I didn't preload the rider. It just did it on its own. There, it didn't do it, but it's done it before. So, rider looks good on the bike. The bikes look super good. This is a mod. I don't know what this backup camera is, but it does it on every view. It's so weird, and I don't like it. Rider gear and stuff, they added a few new things. Nothing I would brag about. A couple customization things with the helmet and stuff where you can add decals. It's pretty cool, but other than that, I mean, they haven't really done a whole bunch. They do seem like they got some cool DLC coming later this year, which we'll be checking out as well. We'll do a trash or pass on those. But for the most part, I mean, it's not the worst game ever. I'm not going to try to hate on them for every little thing because they are making a Supercross game with actual riders and logos and branding. So it is cool, and they're the only ones doing it. And it's not terrible. You can play it. It's just not as good as some of their past games. So that's kind of disappointing because, you know, a lot of times you want to see a game progress as it goes over a long period of time, where I feel like this game and MotoGP, MXGP, they keep going backwards, and that is kind of weird. But so yeah, I don't know what they're fucking up, but they're definitely not really going too much forwards. As many steps as they take forward, they take 10 steps backwards. So kind of weird. Kind of just waiting for that one game where you get it from them and you're like, oh my god, this is it. This is it. And I feel like Supercross 3 was that game for the Supercross series. 1 and 2 are really good, and 3 is really good. And the other ones are shit, which, you know, it is what it is. MXGP 3 was the last good MXGP game as well, so I'm not trying to be biased, it's just the truth. So yeah, it is what it is. But for this game, I think that's all I really want to cover. I don't think it's terrible. They did fix the numbers on the bike. You can put them wherever you want them on any bike, which is really cool. I don't know why my 6 is all the way down there, but you can move the number around. See how big it is on the front plate there, which is really cool. This is day 2 of release for PC, so I'm sure they'll fix a couple things. Not a bunch, but I'm sure they will fix a tiny little bit. So yeah, that's, you know, as trash or pass, I think I'm almost going to say I want to pass this game because of some of the menu I like here. I like this menu here. I like the menu, how you can do that. But, you know, I can't give it a pass because the gameplay is not that good this year. It doesn't look that good. It doesn't look good. It doesn't feel good unless you're in first person. This first person feels good. If you play it in first person, I think you'll love the experience a lot better than you will in third person. But I like to play in third person and first person. I think they got to do something with the gameplay, man. It's just too. They need to do something with the gameplay for sure. As in the air physics. The air physics are really bad, and momentum. They don't understand momentum in this game at all. It just like forgot everything it knows about everything. So you know, if they got to fix those little things, and I think it would be a better game. Obviously, people want ruts. I'm sure it's pretty hard to do ruts, even if they did predetermined ruts like they did in MXGP 2021. They tried to do that really hard, and it worked. So, you know, if they would do that, they wouldn't be perfect, but it would be something. Like, there should be a little inside rut right there, just because there should be. Just predetermine it on the track. Here, I don't think there necessarily needs to be one, because you're going to take the outside line. And the reason I also play this track is because I'm the best at this track out of all the other tracks. So, I'm not as good on the other ones. Daytona and Atlanta is a nightmare with the glitching on the wall jumps. So, this game has a lot of problems. Also, I experienced last night when I tried to do 450, we get the UE4 code error when you try to finish the first event. It's the same as last year. They'll get it within the first month. So, if you're on PC, you might have to deal with that. You might get lucky and it might not do that. So, I'm going to give this a trash just because I don't think it's ready. I think they should have waited a little longer and developed it a little more. I think they should release this game every 2 years and give us 2 seasons full. 2 seasons full of tracks, 2 seasons full of different riders. I think the career mode needs to be more like Madden, how 1 year Tomac can be on Kawasaki like he is in real life, and then the next season he could be on Suzuki, because it's predetermined. It's your own career mode. Madden does that. You could have you know, Carson Wentz on the Colts, and then next year he's on Washington, or he could be on the Browns. So they need to do that with different rider gear. Move the riders around so you always have it. Even if it's the same track, it's a diverse season, and you get different riders on different places. So you'll have Roxon on Red Bull KTM. You could have Marvin Musquin on a Husky. Just different things they should add to that that I think they should do in just career mode. First season, let everybody be on their actual main bikes, and sometimes they might stay on that bike for years, but some riders need to be moved around, and so you're always keeping your Supercross racing seasons entertaining in some way or form. That would be pretty cool for them to do. I don't think they will, but I think that would be cool if they did do that. I think it's something that needs for people that like career mode. I like career mode a lot. I play a lot of the career mode, and the AI is a lot harder this year, so it is interesting. They're harder, but they're not harder at the same time. I really don't know how to explain it. I'll do a video maybe on racing them on realistic and show you guys. But I think that's all for today. I probably bored you to death with going around on this track and hitting it up pretty shitty. But so I'm gonna give it a trash this year. Do I think you should pick it up and try it for yourself? I do. There's a lot of features I do like about this game over Supercross 4, 3, and 2. A lot more customization, not a bunch, but just a little couple features that are worthy. So yeah, I think that's all I really got to say about it. It's not the best game. It takes a minute to get used to. Give it a chance. Don't play the 250 career mode and give up on it. Fight through it. Turn the AI difficulty down if you got to, and get to the 450 class, because I've done a championship already in 450 class, just with Adam Cincerillo, and the 450s are much better. So make sure you give it a fair chance before you go saying, oh, it's so bad. It's playable, you know. Am I fast like I was in Supercross 3? No. I'm not going to be one of the fast guys. I'm not probably going to even race tournaments this year, because I'm that much slower, and it's just going to not be worth it to me. Just stick with MX bikes for tournaments for me. But you know, it is what it is, and you know, it's not the worst game ever. You know, it's a new Supercross game. It's cool. It has new tracks that are kind of not very well. I think the creative tracks are actually a lot better than tracks that they've 3D scanned. But it is what it is. So I'm gonna say it's a no-go for me this year. I don't think it's worth $60, and their DLC is definitely not gonna be worth it. I already know. It doesn't matter who they fucking give you. So we'll do a review on those when they come around. I want to thank you guys for watching, and I think you should purchase this game and try it out for yourself, obviously. But If you're wanting to see a huge, tremendous change, obviously you're not going to get it here. And you're going to absolutely want to shoot yourself in the foot when you're playing the 250 career mode. You're going to be like, God damn, this is the worst game ever. And the momentum stuff is bullshit, so hopefully they fix that. And I might have an update for you guys if they fix a few things in a couple weeks. I doubt it, it's Milestone, so it is what it is. I want to thank you guys for watching this video. If you liked it, make sure you hit the subscribe. I got a couple new videos coming out soon, so thank you guys for watching. And monitoring Supercross 5. You disappointed me once again this year, Milestone. Maybe we'll try again next year.